Donald Trump on Wednesday unveiled a list of 11 judges he would consider nominating to fill the seat of late Justice Antonin Scalia on the Supreme Court, an unusual move for a presidential candidate that underscores his efforts to appeal to conservatives. The list includes Stephen Colloton of Iowa, Allison of Colorado, Raymond Gruender of Missouri, Thomas Hardiman of Pennsylvania, Raymond Kethledge of Michigan, Joan Larsen of Michigan, Thomas Lee of Utah, William Pryor of Alabama, David Stras of Minnesota, Diane Sykes of Wisconsin and Willett of Texas. In a statement, Trump said he planned to use the list as a guide to nominate our next United States Supreme Court justices and said his list of potential nominees is representative of the kind of constitutional principles I value. Trump has said for several months he would release a list of potential Supreme Court nominees amid concerns in some circles that he would not make a sufficiently conservative pick. Some prominent Republicans who vigorously opposed Trump's campaign during the primary have begun rallying around the real estate magnate, arguing that Trump would at least nominate more conservative justices than Democratic presidential frontrunner Hillary Clinton. 5 of the 11 names were floated in March by the Conservative Heritage Foundation, which Trump said was assisting him in compiling a list of potential nominees. The list was warmly received by Carrie Severino, the chief counsel and policy director of the Conservative Judicial Crisis Network, a group that is running a multi-million-dollar, multi-state media campaign to stop Merrick Garland, whom President Barack Obama nominated to the court shortly after Scalia's death. The names on this list would need to be vetted, obviously, but they all seem to share in common a record of putting the law and the Constitution ahead of their political preferences, Severino said. The court needs more justices who will base their decisions on the law, not politics, even under pressure, especially since the next president is likely to determine the direction of the court for a generation. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest said shortly after the list was released that the names wouldn't be described by any Democrats as consensus candidates. He noted that was the description Republicans used for Garland. Senate Republicans have vowed to not hold a vote on Garland, citing the upcoming presidential election and the opportunity for the next president to make the selection. I would be surprised if there are any Democrats who would describe any of those 11 individuals as a consensus nominee, Ernest